Good day, everyone. My name is Masego Dipela, all the way from South Africa, and this is my CS50 final project. I decided to build an AI services application. I thought it was pretty consistent with current market trends. So this is the landing page. This is what you're greeted with when you are accessing the application. And if we scroll down, you'll notice a couple of testimonials I put on the page just to have some sort of a pleasant experience when you open up the app. But let's try it out, right? When you click the Try Akili button, you are then directed to this page for authentication. You can provide your email address or your password as credentials, or use Google as a provider, which is always convenient. And it's a great user experience. After entering your credentials, you're met with this dashboard. Pretty minimalistic, pretty well designed dashboard, and as you can see, if I scroll across some of the components, they are responsive. I'm using clerk.com for my authentication and account management, so it just makes the whole process a lot easier. And if I scroll to the sidebar this side, you'll see these UI components are responsive as well. So let's start with the first feature, conversation. Conversation is like a normal chatbot, one that you'll be familiar with if you have used ChatGPT or Google Bard. We're going to enter a prompt like you do on these sites. Maybe what are some of the most important scientific research papers that have ever been written, and let's see if it provides us with a relevant response. We'll click generate. This is the loading state of the application. It loads for a few seconds and there's the response. So it says there have been a few groundbreaking scientific research papers throughout history. Here are some of the most important. You'll see it's provided us with On the Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, The Theory of General Relativity by Albert Einstein, Quantum Theory and Radiation by Max Planck. And if you keep reading, you'll see it did a pretty good job at picking out the most pivotal research papers. You can also ask it simple questions like what is the radius of the Earth, and that's the simple response. I want to show you my next feature now, which is code generation. And the reason why I want to show you this one first is because it's pretty similar to conversation, except with a slight difference. So the UI is the same. It's pretty similar. You enter a prompt like you would with your conversational chatbot, but this has been specialized to help you with coding. So you'll notice in a second that what it responds with is even formatted differently than our other chatbot. So we're gonna ask it for a simple toggle button with 3 act hooks. It's gonna load for a couple of seconds and provide us with a response. And as you can see, it provides the information in a significantly different way. It's formatted this in, I believe, what's called markdown language, which is perfect for code. It also provides a short explanation at the bottom. What's pretty interesting is this AI has some sort of awareness of what it's supposed to do. So you'll see I'll enter a new prompt here, maybe ask it what's its purpose, which I've asked it before. And you'll see that it has a general sense of what it's supposed to do. We'll wait for the response. As a code generator, my purpose is to assist users by providing them snippets of code snippets, and explanations to help them with programming tasks. So it's very specific. For the code generator, I'll ask the conversation feature the same thing. I'll ask that AI the same thing, and you'll see it will provide, or it should provide, a more general response. As an AI language model, my purpose is to assist and provide information to the best of my abilities. So that's great. We can move on to our next service or feature, which is image generation. Again, you'll see a similar user interface is pretty consistent, and this follows the rules of good design, I believe. I'll type in a prompt here. Let's say students at Harvard University. You'll see I have additional features here, so I'm able to pick how many photos I want. Let's go with 4, and let's for kicks pick the highest resolution. And when I click the generate button, we go into our loading state, which is a bit different from the other features. And if we've done everything correctly, we should have some well-generated images here. I'm excited to see what pops up. You never know what you get with these artificial intelligence models. So here's our images. They've loaded, and you're able to download it, which is pretty cool. And it is in the resolution that we have set it. So this is its rendition of students at Harvard University. The faces are a little bit distorted, but you can only get so much with AI, and this technology is bound to grow. With that being said, again, my name is Masego Dipela, and this has been CS50.